Hello, my name is Ali, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Hakuoki Kyoto wins Todo's route. Let's go.
Come on, he's not gonna get mad over this. I promise, it'll be fun.
Okay, I guess a few minutes couldn't hurt. After all, it wasn't every day the snow fell this thick, so I wanted to make the best of it. I dug my hands into the snow and started to pack some projectiles of my own. That sounds terrible way of saying that, because I just think of projectile as vomiting. Projectile vomiting. So that's kind of, I don't know why. Anyway, before long. Oh, I love the CG. CG!
Yeah.
I felt a snowball fly through the air near me, barely grazing my arm. Hey, I wasn't ready. I picked up one of mine and threw it back, but I was no match for them. For each snowball I threw, they returned 5 or 6. Dang. And every single one was aimed at Heisuke. Oh.
Ah!
Are you hurt?
Just my pride. Hey, guys, how come you're only throwing them at me?
Because nobody wants to throw them at a girl. Come on. Oh, really? So you're saying we should try and hit her instead?
Well, we wouldn't want to hurt your feelings. Sorry, Chizuru. I didn't think he was that heartless. Hey, no, hold on. Don't do that.
I don't think a couple of snowballs are really going to hurt me.
No, I couldn't live with myself. All right, I take back my complaint. Hit me with everything you've got. Your arm's so weak, I wouldn't feel it if it hit me in the butt. Ah, ow, you put rocks in these, didn't you?
Hey, that's a serious accusation. Although, given how hard Shin packs them, I guess they're probably kind of like rocks, huh? Gosh, you don't have to take it so seriously. Oh, jeez. I love it. I lobbed a snowball at them in protest, but they dodged it easily. Ugh, this is frustrating. But they were only getting started. Heisuke had been backed up against a tree by a barrage of snow fire. He seemed to have given up on actually fighting back, and was instead yielding a long icicle like a sword and cut through the incoming snowballs. Was this still really a snowball fight?
Damn, I thought you'd have given up by now.
You've been a worthy opponent, Heisuke Todo. But this ends now.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you making fun of me?
He was right. Their throws seemed to be shooting awfully wide off the mark. Not a single one even came near Heisuke. They all seemed to be hitting the tree behind him. Uh-oh. You know what's coming. Wait. Hey! Oh no! Heisuke, move! But it was too late. He looked up just as the now overloaded branches reached their burden. Nailed it. Heisuke? 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 He crawled out from under the snow, ready to continue, but at that moment Hijikata appeared and was not pleased. It seemed errant snowballs had put holes in several of the sliding doors. Ooh. Harada Nagakira took the lion's share of the blame, and the fight was ended then and there. His adventure soaked Heisuke from top to bottom. Fortunately, I had a fire in my room, over which he was drying his hair.
Oh man, it's cold.
I would love to see his hair down. We saw Okita's hair down, and Hijikata's. We didn't see Saito's, though. Does he have his hair up? No, he doesn't even have his hair up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he has his hair up. Anyway. Stop moving. You're going to catch a cold if you run off with wet hair. Maybe he does. I don't know. My brain is gone. It's rough having a sick toddler that's like nonstop. It hasn't been, I mean, I swear he's always sick now, and it's hard. His hair was much longer than mine. It was going to take a while for it to dry. As I wiped it carefully with a towel, he smiled a bit. I didn't think he even realized he was doing it.
Ha. I'm kind of disappointed at myself.
What?
I mean, they never did throw any at you. So, you were fine, but I said I was going to keep you safe. But if they decided to target you, I couldn't have done anything. Today was a lost battle in every sense.
He seems so sad. We are going to put, sorry I couldn't help you out. No, it's my fault. I should have had your back. If I'd done better, then maybe we could have beaten them.
Dang, Chizuru. You're even more of a rebel than I thought.
He smiled. Eee, we got the butterflies.
Ah, right, yeah. Let's just say that we both don't have the snowball skills we could. But, if we get the chance, we should pair up for the next snowball fight.
Yeah, next time we'll win.
Yeah, next time.
He looked at me for a long moment, and I saw his face fall.
Chizuru?
What is it?
I have this friend, and he has something he really believes in, and he knows what he's got to do to get there. But in order to do that, sometimes he has to, get rid of people who get in his way, whoever they might be. What would you do?
For a moment, I just stared at him. The question had been so unexpected. I wasn't sure what to make of it. But it didn't take me long to realize that whatever had prompted the question, it meant a great deal to Heisuke. I chose my words very carefully. I think it's wrong to get rid of someone just because they're in the way, or because they don't see eye to eye with you. Well, at least that's what I would have said.
Would have?
You know, before. But after spending so much time with the Shinsengumi, I think I'm starting to get it. They're all doing what they do because they believe in what they're fighting for. And the guys on the other side feel the same way. It's not about who's good or who's bad. There are just some people in the world that you're never going to be able to get along with. Of course, I still can't really get behind actually killing people, but
yeah, you're right. If we could all understand each other, then we'd never have to fight, huh?
A samurai is someone who follows the path he thinks is the right one. Isn't that how it works? I don't think it's bad to fight for your beliefs.
Huh. I'm glad I asked you. I wasn't sure if what I believed in was really worth, well, everything. To be honest, I'm still not sure.
His voice faded out as he looked down into the glowing coals.
But you helped me get a little closer, I think. I'm going to follow the path that I think is the right one.
Heisuke? He looked at me and smiled, but behind the smile I could see doubts and sadness and confusion. There was something almost beautiful about it, but it broke my heart. Being a warrior and a member of the Shinsengumi was very important to Heisuke, but I sensed something else was going on, throwing him into a turmoil. I didn't know what, but it seemed clear that whatever else he intended to do, it would involve following the path of the warrior, perhaps to his death. Maybe that was to be expected, but it didn't change the fact that I'd hoped he lived. We sat there for several more minutes in silence. And then the light fades away. The end. April 1867. Chapter 4! Yay! New chapter. Let's go, let's go, let's go. April 1867. Oh, Hey, look, Okita! Cherry blossoms have bloomed. They're magnificent. Look! The season changed and spring came. Kyoto was filled with cherry blossoms, and the whole city took on a festive atmosphere. Surrounded by the gentle cheer of spring, my footsteps felt somehow lighter.
It's getting warmer out, and it finally looks like a nice day. So I get that you're all giddy and stuff, but it'd be nice if you acted with a little more decency right now.
I gasped, and I turned around to look at my surroundings. The townsmen were looking at me dubiously as I expressed my excitement over the weather. Okay, I'll be careful. Maybe I was spacing out because things had quieted down a bit, and I let my guard down. Hey, Okita?
Hmm?
In that narrow alleyway over there seems to be a few Ronin that saw us and snuck away.
Don't waste your energy on them. They're small potatoes. I like that.
Really?
If they were Imperial Nationalist guys, then they wouldn't just run off like that. They'd be more confident. The guys who take off like that when we show up are almost always just small-time punks.
I see.
But honestly, I don't think there are any Ronin left in Kyoto with the balls to start something with us.
The Shinsengumi's gotten pretty famous around Kyoto, hasn't it? That uniform stands out a lot, too.
Well, could be infamous, depending on who you ask.
When the men wore their uniforms, people seemed to notice them at first glance, which at first probably seemed like a good thing, but their uniform had become a symbol. But there was some argument among the Shinsengumi about if they should adopt a new one. Some people, such as Ito, felt that the uniform should be changed because it wasn't fashionable. Is Ito back from the Imperial territories yet?
Yeah, I think so. Can't say I'd have minded if he just stayed out there, though.
Aw, don't be like that. He went to go recruit some of his friends and acquaintances, right?
That's what he says, but I gotta wonder how far he really went.
I didn't hear the details, but I heard he went to more places than he originally planned. If he put in all that effort, then he must really care about the Shinsengumi, right?
That's what you think.
Am I wrong?
No, not really.
He said in a suggestive way.
Kondo's too nice. He should just kill Ito.
You really shouldn't, Okita. How could you joke about killing one of your companions?
A companion, huh?
He scoffed, then fell silent. Ever since he had first arrived, Okita and the rest had never seemed to like Ito much, but when he said it aloud in public, it still surprised me. I glanced down to make sure no one had been paying attention. Oh. There in the crowd, a face I'd seen before. I stopped walking. Kaoru? The face that looked back could easily have been mine. There was no way I could ever mistaken that face. But no sooner than when I spotted her had she disappeared, melting into the crowd. Kaoru!
Hey!
He made a grab for my arm, but I'd already moved out of his reach. I might get in trouble for it, but if I didn't go quickly, I'd lose her. Sorry, Okita, there's something I have to do. I caught a glimpse of his confused face as I ducked into the crowd.
How many times do I have to tell her not to run off without permission? Why can't she look at this from my point of view?
I ran through the crowd as fast as I could, bobbing and weaving around citizens going about their business, until at last I caught up to her. She was Kaoru, no mistake. What's the matter? You seem to be out of breath. Sorry for surprising you, that is. Kaoru, do you remember me? Yes, you were with the Shinsengumi. I remember you. May I ask you something? My, what is it? I gulped. I knew I had to choose my words carefully when asking her. One of the Shinsengumi saw a girl who looked like me at the Sanjo Ohashi Bridge a while ago. Could that have been you? I don't know. I do go to Sanjo Ohashi fairly often. But if I were there, would that have been a problem? Oh. I was embarrassed for asking her what seemed to be an irrelevant question, but her eyes thinned. Perhaps what you truly wanted to ask me is whether I've been there at night, am I right? Ah, could it be? If it was an autumn night and you got in the Shinsengumi's way. Then you and I are going to have a little talk. I don't want to give away all the details, but it ends with your death. I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!